Medicare recipients across the country say a Brooklyn business has been collecting taxpayer dollars for medical supplies in their names.
CBS 2 has learned the company is connected to a multi-million-dollar suspected fraud ring. Investigative reporter Tim McNicholas reviewed records showing Medicare paid thousands per person for catheters that recipients say they never ordered or even needed.
It says they're always here.
Don't let the sign fool you. If you ask the neighbors of G&I Ortho Supply here in Gravesend,
I have never seen anyone in or out.
A long time I must see nobody.
But over the past year, someone connected to G&I Ortho has been requesting hundreds of millions of dollars from Medicare for catheters. This statement, for example, shows Medicare paid the company $1,800 last year for hundreds of catheters for a New Hampshire woman. Just one problem.
So all these charges were all fraudulent.
Laura Cohoon says last year she didn't order any medical supplies.
Medicare is just saying, okay, here's taxpayers' money, and I think they have to be more concerned because it is from taxpayer money.
We first learned of the G&I Ortho pattern last month when the Better Business Bureau told us they received more than 50 reports about the company.
Medicare in some cases is paying out. Sometimes there are insurance companies involved, and sometimes there's out of pocket.
Since no one would answer the door during any of our visits to the building, we went looking for a man named Elchin Rafailov who says he used to own the business. His son put us on the phone with him.
When did you sell it?
He told us he's been bombarded with complaints of fraud even though he sold the company a year ago. And records show he stepped down as the registered agent last March, prior to the complaints we found about suspected fraud. He says he's even been interviewed by the FBI and is cooperating with the investigation.
Who did you sell the company to?
Rafailov sent us a copy of a Texas driver's license he says the buyer sent him. The ID lists the name Kevin Valdhans.
Is that the ID that he showed you?
That is, yes.
Jonathan Vaz of Fort Lauderdale says that same man bought his company, Royce Medical Supply, but didn't remove him from their billing system after the sale.
At the time I saw it was like $7 or $8 million or already billed in a week.
$7 million in catheters?
Yep.
Vaz says he reported it to Medicare right away and spoke directly to investigators. Records show Valdhans was added as manager last March and Vaz was removed. Vaz says he even had Zoom meetings prior to the sale with the so-called Kevin Valdhans.
The only thing he's spoken about was mentioned he had other businesses in other countries. That was it. He travels.
We showed that ID to the Texas Department of Public Safety, and they said it's a fake. The National Association of Accountable Care Organizations, or NACOS, analyzed data and told CBS 2 both Royce and GI are connected to a strong pattern of potential fraud. The data shows they're 2 of 7 companies that accounted for a $1.9 billion spike in Medicare payments across the country for catheters. That includes $336 million to G&I Ortho last year, $414 million to Royce, and millions more to those other 5 companies, which also underwent leadership changes in 2023. Medicare typically pays about $7 to $9 for a single catheter. The agency that oversees Medicare won't comment on specific investigations, but a spokesperson told CBS 2 any potential fraud figures mentioned may not be accurate, as they have methods of stopping some payments, and even though a claim may publicly show up as paid, the money doesn't go out the door. But sometimes it does. The Federal Trade Commission says Medicare loses about $60 billion to fraud each year.
It's possible that Medicare numbers could have been found by this organization on the dark web. Who knows? I mean, it's an unfortunate fact of life that these numbers can be out there.
Medicare directed us to their educational videos, warning people to ignore calls, texts, or emails asking for their information. But Cohoon says she's always cautious and never gave her Medicare number to anyone. As for Valdhans,
I think this has got to be throughout the United States, and he's collecting a lot of money, and I just think it's so unfair that he's cheating the taxpayers.
hello? Like us, she hasn't been able to find anyone from G&I who could explain the catheter charges. Always here, yet never available. Tim McNicholas, CBS 2 Investigates.